Jon Hodgman. John Kellogg Hodgman, born June 3, 1971, is an American author, actor, and humorist. In addition to his published written works, such as The Areas of My Expertise, More Information Than You Require, and That Is All, he is known for his personification of a PC in contrast to Justin Long's personification of a Mac in Apple's Get a Mac advertising campaign, and for his work as a contributor on Comedy Central's The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. His writings have been published in One Story, to which he contributed the debut story Villanova, the Paris Review, McSweeney's quarterly concern Wired, and the New York Times Magazine, for which he is editor of the humor section. He contributes to This American Life and CBC Radio 1's Wiretap. His first book and accompanying audio narration, The Areas of My Expertise, a satirical tongue-in-cheek almanac that contains almost no factual information, was published in 2005. His second book, More Information Than You Require, went on sale October 21, 2008. His third book, That Is All, went on sale November 1, 2011. Vacationland, True Stories from Painful Beaches, a collection of real-life wanderings about Hodgman's life experiences, especially in western Massachusetts and coastal Maine, was published on October 24, 2017. Vacationland was a finalist for the 2018 Thurber Prize for American Humor. His most recent book, Medallion Status, was released on October 17, 2019. Hodgman was the headline speaker at the 2009 Radio and Television Correspondents Association dinner in Washington, D.C. Early life. Hodgman was born and raised in Brookline, Massachusetts, the son of Eileen Nee Callahan, a nurse and educator, and John Francis Hodgman, the president and CEO of the Massachusetts Technology Development Corporation and a professor at Tufts University. He attended the Heath School and Brookline High School, where he edited the underground magazine Samizdat, named for the grassroots dissident publishing movement produced under the Soviet bloc. During his last year of high school, he hosted the weekly radio Consulo show on freeform station WMFO in Medford. In 1994, Hodgman graduated from Yale University with a degree in literature, focusing on literary criticism. Before gaining fame as a writer, Hodgman worked as a literary agent at Writers House in New York City, where he represented Darren Strauss, Deborah Digges, and actor Bruce Campbell, among others. Hodgman has used his experience as an agent in his column Ask a Former Professional Literary Agent at McSweeney's Internet Tendency. Career. Netflix special. Netflix, the American streaming media website, aired the comedy special Jon Hodgman, Ragnarok on June 20, 2013, as a Netflix original. The special featured material from Hodgman's most recent book, That Is All, on his December 21, 2012 show at the Bell House in New York. Judge Jon Hodgman podcast. In 2010, Hodgman began hosting a weekly comedic court show podcast called Judge Jon Hodgman. The program features Hodgman acting as a judge with Jess Thorne as bailiff, adjudicating real-life disputes within a fictional courtroom setting. The cases answer questions like, should the kitchen sink's built-in dispenser be filled with dish soap or hand soap? And can you stop family members from using your childhood nickname? In January 2021, the podcast aired its 500th episode. Judge Jon Hodgman is distributed online by Maximum Fun. Filmography. Film, television. Other media appearances. Video game appearances. 2015 Minecraft, story mode as Soren the Architect, a character in the browser-based multiplayer role-playing game Kingdom of Loathing bears the name Hodgman, the hub overlord, in his honor. Podcasts and radio appearances. Hodgman has been a guest on radio programs including WBEZ This American Life and The Sound of Young America, My Brother and Me Too, WFMU's The Best Show on WFMU, NPR Wait, Don't Tell Me, North Carolina Public Radio's The State of Things, Live Wire Radio Episode 374, and BBC. Hodgman has been featured on podcasts including occasional appearances as Judge Jon Hodgman on Jordan Jess Go, which led to a stand-alone podcast produced by Maximum Fun. Hodgman was a guest alongside Jonathan Calton on episodes of You Look Nice Today. Hodgman was a guest on This Week in Tech with Leo Laporte, Stuff You Should Know, and has been featured on the podcast Boing Boing TV. Hodgman appeared in person and on the NPR radio broadcast of City Arts and Lectures in a recorded interview by Dave Eggers in front of a live studio audience on November 10, 2008, at the Herbst Theater in San Francisco, California. He was a guest on Neil deGrasse Tyson's radio show Star Talk Radio on February 27, 2011. He appeared again on City Arts and Lectures in front of a live audience at the Nurse Theater, interviewing Adam Savage on May 29, 2013. Hodgman appeared on Ken Reed's TV Guidance Counselor podcast on September 23, 2016. Online, Husband's Guest Star, Season 2, Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj episode Student Loans, Triangulation episode 72, on October 3, 2012, The Show with Sefrank, TED, Indignation episode 231, Today in the Past podcast, 2 articles on the website Open Letters in the year 2000. In them, he details a family trip to Ocean City, New Jersey shortly after his mother's death, and uses his experiences there as metaphors for life and death. Transcript of welcoming remarks at a literary reading shortly after the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Guest player on Harmon Quest Season 1 as the Sandwich Sorcerer. Get a Mac Web Ads as PC. Judge Jon Hodgman podcast. Get Your Pets, the daytime talk show during which Hodgman interviews cats, dogs, and other pets via Instagram Live. Music. Hodgman was featured on the track Question and Answer Time on MC Frontalot's 2010 album Zero Day. Hodgman has appeared in 2 indie music videos directed by Tom Sharpling. The first was Ted Leo and the Pharmacist's Bottled in Cork, followed by The New Pornographer's Moves. Hodgman appeared in the opening section of Amy Mann's video for Charmer from the album of the same name, also written and directed by Sharpling. Hodgman featured on the track Don't Worry It's Fine on Jean Grey and Quelle Chris' 2018 album Everything's Fine. In print. As contributor, Hodgman appears on the cover of the February 2007 edition of Wired magazine as a contributor to their What We Don't Know About articles. Hodgman oversaw the True Life Tales section of the Sunday New York Times Magazine. The section is currently on hiatus. He also writes the Bonus Advice from Judge Jon Hodgman section of the Ethicist column by Quema Pyre in the magazine. Hodgman has guest written for the Sedatives section of The Believer. Sedatives is an advice column created by Amy Sedoris. Hodgman wrote the Massachusetts chapter in the anthology State by State, a panoramic portrait of America. Hodgman wrote the introduction to the Laugh Out Loud Cats Sell Out 2009, a collection of Adam Crawford's Hobbitopia comic strips. Hodgman founded the Little Gray Book Lectures in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The lectures have been on hiatus for the foreseeable future as of August 2007. As author, the areas of my expertise ISBN 0-525-94908-9, 2005. More information than you require ISBN 0-525-95034-6, October 2008. That is all ISBN 0-525-95044-6, November 2011. Vacationland, True Stories from Painful Beaches ISBN 0-735-22480-3, October 2017. Medallion Status, True Stories from Secret Rooms ISBN 0-525-56110-2, October 2019.